In your role at Cisco, though, you eventually rose up and you personally led 20 or more acquisitions or mergers, big ones a lot of times, but or small, but very successful. Cisco is considered the best acquisition company ever in tech. I don't think there's any dispute. When you looked at a young company and you were thinking of, and you made a decision, we're going to go or no go, what was the primary thing you looked at?
That's a really good question. Most people would tell you technology, and indeed we looked for that, but I would say culture. If we could look at the eyeballs of the entrepreneurs and executives and know they wanted to be there, and know they wanted to make a difference, and know that they had the loyalty to stick it out through thick and thin and make their company great and the acquiring company greater, that was more important. Because frankly, technology changes every so often, but the commitment to make the technology great takes people, takes a set of human beings who aren't just chasing the next thing or aren't just looking for a mercenary outcome, but really want to build a product line or a company.
And did you typically leave them autonomous or how did you meld them in, what, it became one Cisco over time, but how did you
Yes.
treat that?
Yeah.
Was it different for each one or did you have a
There were
same way?
there were certainly uniquenesses in each one, but I think there was a common thread and recipe. You certainly give them the autonomy for their expertise. After all, you bought them for something you didn't have, and you've got to respect what they have. On the other hand, you also want to tell them, hey, as a standalone, you could have only achieved so much, but think of the 10x, how you can make 1 plus 1 10, you can achieve if you take advantage of the acquiring company's customers, resources, leverage. So I think it's this very fine, delicate balance between autonomy and appropriate integration. And I think one of the things that always impressed me about the acquisitions we did is they knew that I had sat in their shoes, that I had gone through the ups, the downs, the trials and tribulations of being acquired. Because you feel like you lose your identity, you feel like you've lost something. But when you can turn that loss into a gain is your real advantage. So most of the time it was a combination of two. And a lot of times it's also making quick decisions. You do not want to lose that startup's energetic, nimble, agile way of making decisions.
Yeah.
So even if, and supporting them through that is important.